Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine and say hello to Rocco.
Hi, Rocco Gibson here.
Recording artist, chef, yoga instructor, and he's showing us how to start the day on a positive note. And while we're hanging out with Rocco, get ready for a dose of healthy vibes for mind, body, and spirit.
Voila. And then you just dip and you enjoy. There you have it.
Hey guys, just woke up. I was gonna try to get my buns up at 6:30 to hit the mat, but no. Okay. Hey girl. This is one of those mornings where I desperately need as much caffeine as possible. You know those mornings where you've gotten more than enough sleep, you even went to bed earlier, and you sleep really well throughout the night, and you wake up and you still feel freaking tired. The morning's a bit weird because, feels a little bit weird because Chris actually went back to work today, which is great, his first day back. He's got the car, we share a vehicle. We figure it's a nice economical thing to do. As you guys know, one thing about me is that I love to try to save when I can. So I got my coffee. I logged on to the day job in about 42 minutes. Yeah. I'm not good with my math. Then again, at the moment, I'm not quite good with anything.
The ingredients for this: pound of spaghetti. Love this new tattoo. Garlic. We're actually low on garlic, and I managed to find this, but normally you're going to want to use more. Pancetta. Yeah, I have a song with the word pancetta in it. This is what pancetta is. It's an Italian, it's kind of like an Italian bacon. 6 eggs. We're going to use 5 egg yolks and 1 full egg, pecorino romano cheese, pepper. Traditionally, what you use for this is actually guanciale. That is pig cheek that has been either cured or whatever it happens to be. But that's what they use in Italy. And also, you can get guanciale here in some specialty Italian delis, but I hear it's not quite the same as what you can get over there. So if you don't have guanciale, you use pancetta, which is the more Americanized version of it. And if you have neither, you can use bacon. That's what I used in my other carbonara video. We're doing a complete, well, almost traditional version, where the only meat that's going in here is just the pancetta, and that's it. That's all. Carbonara does not have cream in it. If you're making it the original way, cream, it does not go anywhere near this recipe. It's cheese, it's egg that has been melted into the pasta and emulsified by the pasta water. So if anybody makes you carbonara and tells you that they have added cream to it, they've made you an Americanized version, and it's not the original way to do it. Then again, I'm not using guanciale for this, so neither is this, but it's closer than if I were to have added cream. First thing you're gonna do, fill up your water. Add a little bit of salt to your water. You don't need too much because the pancetta is pretty salty. I added the pancetta into my little pan here, and I just turned on the stove. In other words, you don't have to, this doesn't have to be hot when you put the meat in here. 5 egg yolks, 1 full egg. This little bit of garlic we have that's chopped up, it'll still be okay. I have this on medium, by the way. We don't want to have it too hot because we don't want to burn this. I'm also going to add the garlic in. Once this starts to cook up just a little bit more, make sure that you're generously applying pepper all the way to the pancetta, to the eggs. Add a cup of your cheese into the egg mixture. Mix up. I mixed and added some more pepper. Take some of your pancetta, along with a little bit of the oil, sorry about that, and add it in. Okay then, we're gonna let that boil. This is crucial. Reserve a mug of pasta water. Add a little bit of pasta water into the eggs, but make sure you're stirring well so that the eggs don't start to scramble. What's so great about carbonara is that the sauce, which it's the egg, it's the cheese, that melts on the pasta. You don't want to remove the pasta when it's a little hint of al dente and then put it in a sauce where it'll cook in the sauce. For this, you don't want to do that. You want to wait until this pasta is 100% soft, 100% cooked, because you're adding the sauce and cooking the sauce on the pasta itself. Once the pasta's done, it takes literally 1 minute to throw it all together and then poof, it's done. So this goes by very fast. In the time that it takes to boil up your pasta, that's when you make up your egg mixture. That's when you start cooking up your pancetta or guanciale, your garlic, and whatnot. So it's real quick. The ingredients that we're still gonna need, we have our pancetta, which now look like bacon bits. We have our egg mixture, which has the cheese. It looks like it's melted a little bit. It's got more of a creamed corn kind of consistency to it. Of course, we're still gonna want pepper, and of course we have our magical pasta water. And believe me, it is very magical. This is the oil from the pancetta. What you can traditionally do is when this is done, you can pour this over here, whip it up, and then add your egg mixture. Or you can put the pasta, drained pasta, back in here and put the oil in here. With this pot, there's a lot more room, so it's gonna be easier if I do it that way. Or I can make the healthy choice and ditch this and then just go with just a little bit of oil that's in the egg mixture. It is your choice what you choose to do, but that's a way to make this slightly healthier if you're watching your calories. I drain the pasta and put it in the oil. Sometimes you just gotta say, screw it. Add your egg mixture. Add a little bit of pasta water. You're not gonna see me flip the pasta the way you usually see in the videos, because if I do it, it's gonna end up all over the place. But what I do is I cover it with a lid, put your gloves on, and choo-choo train it. I've added the pancetta in here, and it just has a great creamy consistency to it. And I added no cream. Almost done. Add some fresh pepper. Add your pecorino romano. There you go. I've been looking forward to this. Okay, let's try it. Oh yeah, it's a holy cannoli.
not only is he an incredible tattoo artist, but you, Matt, you do photography, you do actual art. So tell us a little bit about how you view yourself in terms of an artist. What can you tell us, man?
Um, I guess where do you want me to start?
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good response. What's your favorite of what you do, whether it's the tattoos, whether it's the photography?
Um,
What's your
I it,
niche?
I would probably say my photography is a more self like worth kind of experience for me.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of draw everything into. I kind of get some solitude, just kind of go out there, be by myself, avoid people. I deal with people all day long at the shop, so it's nice to be able to kind of have some alone time and not have a strict direction of what I need to do, how it needs to look. Um, I can just kind of go out and do pretty much whatever I want. So photography is definitely probably like my funnest outlet that I have. And then I think it branches down to tattooing. You know, it's paying the bills for me, so that's definitely a must. And then I think then it would break down to painting, and I kind of just fit that in where I can.
As I'm discovering, even doing music or really any type of creativity, any type of creation, when it's work, that almost sort of drains the creative flow in ways.
Sure.
I mean, there seems to be no problems with creativity with you in terms of tattooing, but with the photography, it makes a lot of sense where you probably just feel that creativity almost sort of channeling through.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite piece of art that you've done? If you
Whew.
have a favorite, you might have a top five.
Mm. Oh man, I guess would that be like in all of the mediums, or are
Yeah,
we okay?
yeah.
Um, Shoot. Well, I wish I didn't just drop all of my stuff off at the art gallery to get prepped up for our art show because I could kind of show you the majority of the stuff. But I do have one photo that I think is my all-time favorite
Mhm.
piece. It is I forget exactly which alleyway in downtown that it was, but it was kind of like looking through a couple broken out pieces of a fence with an old busted up car with a bunch of roots and trees and stuff growing through it, and then in the background it was an old busted up abandoned building, and I photographed it in black and white, and it just reminded me of those old, I'd say like 1970s, 1980s photographs of like New York City that you would see
Oh,
before the uprise of all the, infrastructure and Starbucks and all that stuff kind of coming into play, and just kind of showing you the rawness of society, kind of what everybody turns like a blind eye to almost. That's kind of where I take all of my inspiration from is the things that people kind of overlook and they don't like to look at. I kind of like to make that a focal point in a lot of my art, photography included, because it's always easy to see all the nice, pretty things and the happy stuff that's going on, but nobody really likes to take a quick second and look at the rawness and the realness of what I guess society has also created. Mm-hmm.
tell us, how did you get into tattooing? I know you've told me, but tell
Yep.
all of us.
Yep. So my father's been tattooing for, I would say, over 35 years. So I've definitely been, I guess, born into that a little bit. He didn't want me to tattoo though. He tried to talk me out of it. He thought that I could, have a better direction of a career that wasn't so time consuming, which when you're young, you don't really like to listen, especially to your parents. And I just kept forcing it and forcing it. I ended up, I think it was my senior year of high school, just a little extra money, cleaning the shop, answering phones. And then just kept kind of nagging my old man, come on, let me do an apprenticeship. Let me do an apprenticeship. And he finally caved and was like, all right, let's get to it. But before that, it was definitely in my younger, early teen years, just being rebellious, little stick and poke tattoos. One of my buddies got a machine and started doing real terrible tattooing on people, and just the classic rebellious teenage years, I never really thought at that age that I was going to pursue that as a career. And I thought, well, my old man does it, I could probably do it. And who better to teach me than him? Mm-hmm.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
I
know that's a broad question, but is there an example of, is it like a piece of music or a certain thing that you see? What kind of, where do you get inspired?
A lot of it does come from like older painters like H.R. Giger, Frazetta, people along those lines, a little bit more on the like darker fantasy, like kind of vibe. And then of course you inspire yourself through works that you see other artists doing, while also trying not to rip off too much.
Right.
But still having your own fingerprint, which if you're drawing or doing any sort of art, you're going to reference from another artist. But even if I do the same tattoo with the same outline on 3 different people, it's still going to look different every single time. Yeah. So realistically, the only way that you would truly rip off somebody's art is if you outlined it and then meticulously tried to recreate that. But you got to kind of apple pick from all different types of genres of music or genres of art. Like you were saying with the music thing, I mean, if I'm listening to a certain type of music, that will put me in a certain mood, and then my drawings kind of flow into that sort of direction. So I guess it's kind of cherry picked from all over the place.
So once again, everyone, this is Matt Demers. He is a tattoo artist. He is an independent artist as well. And he works out of Full Effect Tattoo in upstate New York, East Greenbush. And yeah, so thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. Well, I will see you. I will see you soon.
Yeah, I think I'll see you in a couple Saturdays from now here for your appointment.
Yeah, it's the final Saturday of the month, and
yep.
I can't wait until this arm sleeve is.
Yep, we're gonna complete it that day.
Yeah. All right. Well, talk soon, man.
Absolutely. God bless.
God bless.
Hey guys, interesting day today. I'm actually going to be getting a tattoo. Well, I'm going to be completing the arm sleeve today. This looks like it's building up to be the symbol for pride, the colors of the rainbow. Although that's partially the intent, it's also the 7 colors of the chakras. I will be meeting with a client of mine. I'm going to be administering some Reiki. Yes, I am a Reiki practitioner, and I can talk to you a little bit about what that is. It's energy work through the hands. It actually originates from Japan several hundred years ago, I believe. But if you are into the yoga scene, into the mindfulness scene, chances are Reiki is something you've heard of, and that is something that I do. So I'll be working with my client, and then I get more feathers added, and then after that, the babe and I are going to find something fun to do.
what it is, neither one of us know yet, but we will later on. We'll probably hop in the car, and who knows, there's a place around here called Peebles Island where you can go for a small hike. That's very, very therapeutic. Of course, there's the New York State Museum, and of course there are flea markets and antique shops. There's a lot of stuff we can do. All right, a couple of friends of ours came over. Chris made his special brioche French toast. Oh my God, so freaking good. So now I'm on my way to meet with my client. Tattoo time. A little hard to see, but I completed the arm sleeve. I'll get you guys a better view. I can't have the tattoo in direct sunlight. I didn't just get this, by the way. I have since driven home, picked Chris up, and we are going to go to our friends, Michael and Aaron's, for dinner. So Chris is in the market picking up some flowers, and I'm a little tattoo dazed, so I'm here in the car. The day is over, and I'm chilling down in my man cave. I have this on because my whole arm is now tattooed. That arm sleeve got completed, and I want to keep it covered just so that when I go to sleep, I don't get any unnecessary ink on the sheets, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, but it's time for just some meditation, meditating on the day, meditating about life, and that was the day.
Start your day with the best breakfast on the beach. The Bite at the Box is your destination for American comfort fare, and don't forget to try our famous hoop cheese biscuits. The Bite at the Box is open every day and is located at 117 Atlantic Boulevard in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. To view our tasty menu or place an order for delivery by DoorDash, visit thebiteab.com. That's thebiteab.com. AB Ice Cream and Candy Shop has everything to satisfy your sweet cravings. Choose from over 40 flavors of hand-dipped Hershey's ice cream, nostalgic candies, or freshly made cream and butter fudge made right here at our candy shop. We also have milkshakes and sundaes. Everyone deserves a treat. Get yours at AB Ice Cream and Candy Shop, located at 1010 West Fort Macon Road in Atlantic Beach. Call 252-648-8324 for more information, or get the whole scoop at abicecream.com.